This is the DEFCON warning system. Alert status for 2 p.m., Sunday, September 2nd, 2018. Condition code is green. DEFCON 5. There are currently no imminent nuclear threats against the United States at this time. We continue to monitor developing large-scale military maneuvers in western Russia and eastern Ukraine, including in the area southwest of Kamensk-Shakhinsky all the way to Rostov-on-Don. Russia has mobilized the largest military exercise since 1981, and has included Chinese military units as well. We also are monitoring the declared state of emergency in Donetsk and awaiting a possible response from Russia for the assassinations of Alexander Zakharchenko and Alexandra Timofeyev in an explosion at a cafe in Donetsk. Russia is also noting U.S. naval military moving into the area. This, coupled with a final offensive push by Syria into the last rebel-held enclave and suspicious warnings from Russia about possible chemical attacks, have observers expressing some level of concern for the area, and there has been a spike of Russian and Chinese naval activity in the North Atlantic Ocean. The International Atomic Energy Agency says that North Korea has continued to develop its nuclear capabilities. North Korea stated that it will provide key information to the United States about its nuclear warheads and secret test sites. North Korea continues to express frustration at the lack of concessions from the United States, including a formal peace treaty ending the Korean War. It is likely that we will see a further pullback from North Korea and resumption of the status quo, especially now that China and Russia are more actively helping North Korea get around sanctions that have been placed on the country. Nevertheless, the United States recently has said that there will be no further exercises in the Korean theater at this time, though those plans can change. International inspectors report that Iran is still abiding by nuclear deal. However, Iran has unveiled its next-generation short-range ballistic missile, and satellite photos appear to show Iran-aimed ballistic missiles placed in Iraq capable of hitting Israel and Saudi Arabia. China is to build 8 submarines for Pakistan to counter India's maritime capabilities, and China claims to have successfully tested its first hypersonic aircraft. As developments continue in China, U.S. military has expressed its concern that the United States will be unable to defeat China in a military conflict. The Indian Army has shelved plans to raise a new 90,270-strong mountain strike force which was to be placed along the border with China due to lack of funds. India and China open up a new point for officers of the armies of the two countries at Kepping, Louisiana. India believes this is signaling the beginning of positive relations between the two countries. One other area of continuing concern is the status of Turkey, as relationships between Turkey and the United States continue to deteriorate. At this point, some are questioning the value or even the loyalty of Turkey as a NATO ally. The DEFCON warning system is a private intelligence organization which has monitored and assessed nuclear threats against the United States by national entities since 1984. It is not affiliated with any government agency and does not represent the alert status of any military branch. The public should make their own evaluations and not rely on the DEFCON warning system for any strategic planning. At all times, citizens are urged to learn what steps to take in the event of a nuclear attack. If this had been an actual attack, the DEFCON warning system will give radiation readings for areas that are reported to it. Your readings will vary. Official news sources will have radiation readings for your area. For immediate updates, go to www.defconwarningsystem.com. Breaking news and important information can be found on the DEFCON Warning System Community Forum and on the DEFCON Twitter feed DEFCON WS Alerts. You may also subscribe to the DEFCON Warning System mailing list. Note that Twitter and YouTube updates may be subject to delays. The next scheduled update is 2 p.m. Pacific Time, October 1st, 2018. Additional updates will be made as the situation warrants, with more frequent updates at higher alert levels. This concludes this broadcast of the DEFCON warning system.